you ever wondered about the world around you? The plants, the trees, grasses, mosses, lichen, insects, wombats, maybe even a quoll. What about a bird that's flying overhead? Do you know what it is? Do you care? Welcome to the world of citizen science. In this web series, I'm going to be able to show you how to look differently, how to listen carefully, and how to observe the world around you. You don't need to know what things are, but you're going to learn a lot. And the more you learn, I think you'll find the more fascinated you become, as I did on my journey of being a citizen scientist. I'm Paula Boer. I'm a widow, and my husband died a year before the bushfire just completely destroyed this wonderful property behind me. And what you see is the regrowth in the last 6 years, which has absolutely amazed me. After the fire, there was nothing here at all, just black trees, no branches, no leaves, no grass, no animals, no insects, no bird sound. It was totally quiet. I would walk my dog every day and he would be depressed, no sticks to chew, no trees to cock his leg on, and it got us down, as you can imagine. But then I saw something pink on the ground and looked down at it. That's strange, it looks like mould. Anyway, I took a photo of it because I had no idea what it was, and that started my journey of being a citizen scientist. I discovered if I loaded it up to an app called iNaturalist, scientists told me what it was. It was a Pyronema fungus, which is a fungus that only comes up after fire. And what it does is it breaks down the soot and the ash into minerals that the plants, as they burst forth, can use all the food. So that just got me hooked. Whereas before I would have marched along to get the exercise, I learned to slow down, to look more closely at things around me. I looked at the small things and at the large things. So what used to be a half-an-hour walk turned into 2 hours every day. And I learnt so much just of what was around me and what was emerging. Every day I'd walk and take photos of leaves emerging on the trunks of trees. I put trail cams out. Insects started to come back, birds started to come back. I started putting out food for animals and wildlife. At first it was heartbreaking to see animals return with burns on their backs, but gradually they fattened up. I put water out, of course, and ever since then I've been absolutely hooked about recording the natural world around me. I'd go back to my computer afterwards, load all my photos up, crop some, load them up onto iNaturalist, and the next morning I'd get an email that would say, "You have got da 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 da," and then I would find out all the species that I had. And so the next day I'd go out and I'd try and find something different. I warn you, it's very addictive. So what I learned was taxonomy, so how the natural order of life on the planet is actually categorised by scientists. And it amazed me. I learnt that there was so much variation. Things that I thought were similar were actually quite different and had a different role. There is just so much to learn, and everything we can contribute helps researchers. I'll give you some examples. I put up some pondweed on iNaturalist, and had it identified by species, and then I was contacted by the CSIRO, which is the Australian Government Research Organisation. They were doing research into a particular insect that they wanted to import from South America to eat, an invasive species of pondweed, but they didn't have any native species of pondweed to test against. So they flew down from Brisbane, which for those who don't know is a long way, and they came and collected pondweed from my dam to propagate for their science. And I just felt such a buzz about being able to contribute to such a worthy cause. I also had a professor from the University of Sydney contact me because he saw a photo of an insect I'd put up, which turned out to be a serrated firetail cicada. I didn't know that at the time when I put the photo up. I didn't know what it was. It was just like a curious looking bug to me. And he said, oh, we haven't seen those serrated firetails so far south. Can you catch some for me and send so I can put them in the museum? Well, I was very grateful to be able to do so. He sent me a net, but I didn't need the net. All I did was walk up to the tree and pluck them off. Popped them in a bag, in the freezer, posted them off to him, and now insects on my property that I collected, which I'd had no idea what they were or their relevance, are now in the Australian Museum. So where do you start being a citizen scientist? You don't have to wait for a bushfire or any other devastating event. You can just go out in your garden and have a look around. You don't have to find fancy things like serrated firetails, just a butterfly sitting on your flowers. And one of the great things about being a citizen scientist is it's not a professional activity. All this equipment here I have gathered over the years, but I don't use a great deal of it, certainly not all the time. Most people have a smartphone, and that's what I use, almost always. Always have it with me, you just never know what you're going to see. There are certainly tools here that can help you, and over time I'll be explaining what all of these are for and showing you how to use them. But in the meantime, we're going to start on the next episode with just how to look, where to look for certain things. Not just using your eyes, but using your ears. Can you hear a bird, a rustle, a hop of something through the bush? Smell too. You can pick up all sorts of things by smell. And if it's safe, you can touch. So that's coming in the next episode.